Hi, everyone. Here is my disclaimer. The views of the guest may not represent those of the station or the host. Please always consult your primary care physician for any advice that you hear on any show. And this is Betsy Wurzel, your host of Chatting with Betsy on Passionate World Talk Radio. Our mantra is to educate, enlighten, and entertain. Folks, do you ever wonder about what does it take to have a really great video, how to market yourself with the video? You're going to want to listen to my guest today. I have with me today very nice man. I think I met you, Michael, 2 years ago. I have with me Michael Connell, who is from Quincy, Massachusetts. He wrote a book. He actually wrote 2 books. He's a 2-time author and professional video producer since 1980, helping companies and pros tell their story using video. Michael shares his video production experience in his latest book, The Book on Powerful Video Marketing, to help video newbies and small business owners improve their own videos and grow their businesses. The name of the book, I just want to clarify, it's called The Book on Powerful Video Marketing, Crushing It with Promos That Convert. That sounds interesting. Welcome, Michael Connell, to Chatting with Betsy.
Thank you, Betsy. I'm really happy to be here, and I appreciate your invitation.
Oh, you're welcome. I think it was about 2 years ago you interviewed me on your show. I think it wasn't long after my husband died. So that's what I'm thinking. It must be 2 years already. You know how time goes by so fast.
Right. It was early in the pandemic.
Yes. I just wanted you to tell the folks that are listening, because I want them to see the quality of what you do. The name of the show that we were just talking about before the interview.
The show was called Be Mad Spotlight. I had a group called Boston Making a Difference, which I still do, and we had the Be Mad Spotlight, which was to interview people who are making a difference in the community. And where everyone was online during the pandemic, it made sense to include everybody everywhere.
Yes. And I'm very grateful that you had me on your show. And now you are on Chatting with Betsy. So I always ask my authors that come on, Michael, is what motivated you to write your book?
Well, I mean, it was, for multiple reasons, mostly, for business purposes. But, I come across a lot of people in my marketing efforts that say, I just can't afford to do my own, to hire video producers to produce my videos. I do them myself with my phone, and, that's all I can afford to do. And so, rather than just ignore that market, I said, well, how can I help that market in a way? So over the past, several years now, I've written 2 books. And the first one was called Video Marketing Made Easy, and now the latest book is called The Book on Powerful Video Marketing. And, the cameras today that people use can take fabulous pictures. And so there's no reason why you can't get a great video yourself with your phone, or if you have your own video camera. But there's just a number of things, simple things that people can do to make their videos far more effective. One of the complaints is nobody watches my video. Well, there's a lot of competition out there, so you've got to stand out. You've got to, have a reason that people should watch you. So that's what I talk about in the book is, doing some simple things to improve your own videos and, get some return on your investment, get some people to watch your videos.
Well, I would think in this day and age, Michael, that is so important to know as I say, the tricks of the trade, because people are very much into video watching. I mean, look how huge TikTok is. And, on Facebook now is just, I have noticed they have a lot of people are doing like short videos to bring, to market themselves. and to have people pay attention to what they're doing and what their business is. So I think your book is very apropos at the right timing. I have to ask you this question. Do you help people video, I mean, after they read your book and they get the hints, but do you yourself have a business to help people with their videos or to do a video for someone?
Well, that's part of the whole purpose is that, depending on the level of, video production that people want to do for their business, they may say, well, I do want my videos to definitely be better. And, after seeing all that's involved, maybe I should just hire you, Mike, to do the video for me. And, if I run into somebody that says that, I will be more than accommodating to them to help them out, and help them produce better videos, be it, even in just a consulting role. But, I have been since 1980 producing videos, so I could take a project from concept to completion, do all the production, the editing, and if need be, the posting of the videos, to help people in their video marketing efforts. So,
now, would they have to live in your area for you to do that, or do you go to where they are? I mean, it could be who knows where.
Well, that question really boils down to what can this person or company afford. I obviously, to travel to a location, if it's outside of the Boston or New England area, I would need to either fly or take a long drive to get there, and I am always willing to do that. But the cost of that has to be picked up by the client, so sometimes that's prohibitive. But there are things you can do to supplement that. I can hire a producer or a videographer in an area. I can vet them, learn their business, and know what they're doing, and know how good they are, bad they are, or whatever. But obviously, you want somebody that knows what they're doing, and hire them to shoot the video. And through the magic of cloud computing these days, they can transfer the video files to me over the internet, and then I can take the videos from there and do the editing and produce the final product. There's also remote tools that can be used, and through coaching, like I mentioned earlier, cell phones can shoot fabulous video today. There are phones today that can shoot 8K video, which, if you don't understand that, it just means a very high quality picture. And then so you can coach somebody with their phone and shoot the videos with them, and then have them transfer the files to you. So there's a lot of different things you can do. And, during the pandemic, it became very popular to just use Zoom to record videos and then just add the bells and whistles. That's what I do with that BMAD Spotlight, and also with a regular video blog I do for a company here in Boston called World Unity, Inc. We do a monthly 5-minute leadership dialogue where the president of the World Unity interviews leaders in anywhere in the diversity and inclusion world. That's her dot or niche that she works in, and we do it over Zoom. We record the interviews over Zoom, and then I add the graphics and pictures and anything else we need in the post-production, and come up with a 5-minute video that she posts on her website monthly. So there are many different ways of doing it now that you don't have to travel there, but if that's what makes the most sense, then certainly I would travel to the site of the client.
Wow, it amazes me. Yeah, I'm very tech challenged, but the technology today is incredible. I even heard, like, with music, like the musicians don't even have to be in the room. They have these remote, sound systems that they use now.
Absolutely. You can produce high quality video over the internet. It just takes basically some choreographing, to make it work. I saw one of the most incredible videos I saw. Kind of prompted me into doing, the online, Zoom approach with a number of clients during pandemic. A group from Berkeley College up here in Boston. They're a college of music, and the kids, most of them are very talented musicians and singers and dancers and what have you. And they did this amazing, absolutely amazing video with a song that they produced using Zoom, and they had hundreds of people involved in it. And it had to have taken a lot of work in choreographing, but they had musicians, they had singers, they had dancers, all throughout, all on Zoom, playing together, and it was just totally amazing. And I said, wow, if that's what you could do with this tool, then that's a great tool to grab and use and learn. And so I did that, with Tufts University Dental School. I do a graduation video every year with them. And the first 2 years of the pandemic, we had to do everything remotely using Zoom and cell phone videos and things. And, and it ended up working out great because the kids got very creative in what they did and, used Zoom for many of the recordings that I then just took and put together. It really expanded the project because we had to do the whole graduation dinner that they normally did, in person. We had all the speakers record videos on Zoom and record congratulating messages to the class, and it became this 90-minute epic, video that was put on YouTube live on the day what would have been the graduation dinner, but instead it was done with a live presentation on YouTube. And everybody gathered. It was like 3,500 people watched it online, and they all could comment in the comment sections as it played. So, it was pretty cool to see technology that, the advancements of it, that it could make what was going to be a very sour and sad situation into a fun and exciting event.
Yes. People even, they even have now video production of memorial services or funerals.
Oh, yes. I have done several funerals where I live streamed them for people that couldn't attend, so that, because they couldn't allow people into the church and except for the family. So we would live stream it, and they have people get on Facebook or YouTube and watch the ceremony from wherever they are.
Yes, I thought that was like very first one that I had watched. I was like, and it was in Australia. And I said, well, this is incredible. I'm watching this. It had already happened because they're like 15 hours ahead of us. It's just amazing. Actually, my brother's funeral was live streamed for people who couldn't come because it was during the height of the pandemic. But I think video marketing has to be very important part of someone's business, to promote their business and to bring business in. So what are some recommendations? I don't want to give all your book away because I want people to buy your book.
I find by sharing more of the content will generate more interest. So I'm happy to share whatever I can,
Sure. Like, what are some of the I'm very naive when it comes to video production, with marketing a business, but I would think if I had a business, I would definitely want a top quality video to market my business, to catch someone's attention. So could you give some recommendations of how people could do that?
Sure. I'm happy to. When somebody's new to shooting video, it can be a little bit intimidating, but early on with the advent of the cell phone with video cameras, people got pretty quickly adapted to using it, and people love to take selfies and self videos, and so it's basically learning to talk to the camera. Now, early on, the quality of people's videos were pretty poor for the most part. framing and lighting and, noisy backgrounds, all that kind of thing, would distract and keep the video from being ideal, But everyone's gotten better. But there are, just some simple measures I tell people that you could take yourself, if you're doing it with your cell phone, that you can do. And the most important thing is you really should plan what you're going to say before you turn your camera on. A lot of people just, they turn it on and start talking. And, they may be good at talking and look good on camera, but if their message isn't correct, people are still going to click away. They're going to say, I'm not interested, boom. I'm not interested, boom, and go to the next video. You have about 3 or 4 seconds when you put a video up on social media to grab people's attention. If you don't grab their attention, they're just going to click away. So I tell people that there's a couple of approaches that you really could do and won't cost you any money to improve your videos right off the bat. One is, I call it the 4 Bs. Better pictures plus better sound plus better messaging equals better results. So you really want to plan out, what you're going to shoot and where you're going to shoot it. Don't just, pull your camera out and start shooting. Pick a spot that is appropriate, that's quiet, that, there's not going to be all kinds of noise and distractions. If you have kids or pets and they're running around, that might not be the best time or place to shoot your video, because the kids are going to come over, Mommy, Daddy, I want your attention, and the dog's going to say, I want to go out and pee. And my dog is great for right at the point of going on a Zoom session to come up to me, I got to go. He always picks that time. It's amazing. I know he's doing it on purpose, really. But, those are the things you want to avoid. You want to pick a quiet location. But you also want to pick a location that's bright. You don't want to use a dim, dark location. Pick somewhere in your house, or if it's outdoors, that's quiet with nice lighting so that you look good. And then frame yourself. Fill the frame with you. Don't put your head down in the lower third of your phone and have all that empty space above your head. Fill the frame with you. And keep the phone close because, you're talking to a microphone that's on the phone, and it needs to be close to you to sound good. If you're outdoors with, cars and airplanes and what have you, that can be distracting. So you want it to be in a quiet spot. And then know what you're going to say. Don't just start, hey, I'm Mike, and, hey, I'm a video producer, and, I love shooting video. And by the time I say that last video, they're watching something else. You want to start with a hook. You want to have a message that grabs your audience's attention. So you need to know who your audience is and what they're interested in. So I like to, use one that I'll say, if I'm a foot surgeon, I could say, are you suffering with foot pain that's keeping you from able to walk? Would you be interested in learning how you could solve that problem in just 4 to 6 weeks? You'd be back up warm, walking pain-free. So that grabs somebody who's got foot pain. That'll grab their attention. They'll say, okay, what do you got? What do you got for me? And they'll watch some more, and then you tell them, who you are and why you can help them. Give them a few little free tips. If you keep your foot up, this way and put some ice on it, it's going to help reduce that pain for you daily, and it won't be as bad. But if you really want a permanent solution, come in and see me at such and such, address. Call me at this phone number. You got to have a call to action that tells them how they could get in touch with you. And, like TikTok, you have 10 seconds or 60 seconds, depending on which format you choose. And Instagram Reels, you have 60 seconds. So you've got to squeeze a lot of information into a short period of time. So you really got to plan that out correctly so that you get that information that grabs the audience attention, keeps it, and then you call them to action so they can contact you.
Those are great. You're great, Michael. That's wonderful suggestions. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It doesn't cost you an additional penny to do that. Those are all things that you can plan out yourself. But know what you're going to say, and and that really revolves around knowing who your your prospect is, who your client is, knowing where they are hanging out online. If they're hanging out on LinkedIn and you're posting your videos on TikTok and they're not there, what good is it? They're not there. They're not going to see your video. So you got to know where they're hanging out and what time of day is the best time of day to find them, and all those things matter when it comes to posting your videos. You want to, post a video on LinkedIn where they're going to see it. If they're in different, LinkedIn groups, you can post it there. If you actually have a connection with some of your prospects, you're connected, you can send out direct messages to them with your video and say, hey, I was thinking about you because you're dealing with this, and take a look at this. This may help you. That kind of thing. So all those things fall into good video marketing, is knowing who your audience is, where they are, where they hang out, what makes them tick, and so forth. So it takes a little effort, but again, it's time. It's not money. It's your time. But if you do it right the first time, then from there, you've got it in the bank, and you could start getting some return on that investment by getting some people to watch your videos. And one of the great things you can do is at the end of your video, tell them to click on a button below to learn more, and then that button brings them to a landing page where you may give them a free PDF file or a free 15-minute consultation or whatever it might be, but they can opt in to do that, and you get their contact information, you get their email address and their name, so that you could start nurturing them with more content. And as you build up that relationship and people see that, wow, he's providing me some good content, I really like them, and so they'll subscribe to your newsletter, and they'll go to your YouTube channel to watch some longer form content where you start to expand. You're putting videos with more information that's branding you as the expert, and so they become followers. So the more content that they consume, the more they like you, and the better chance you have of converting them to a client. So
those are great, very great suggestions, Michael. Thank you for sharing that. I know I'm a YouTube junkie.
Yeah, I think everyone is. I mean, if you look at the numbers, it's staggering how many videos are posted every day on YouTube. Yes,
and sometimes, I mean, me personally, I know like people's attention spans are very short, and you're right. You have to hook them in. They even say that when you're selling in person, you have only a few seconds to hook that client in, or potential sale in.
If you got fluff, if you're talking fluff, they're going to say, goodbye, I'm going to the next video.
Yes. I know maybe because I'm older, because I'm a middle-aged woman, some of these videos I can't tolerate the music. But it seems like some of these videos that people do are so complex. I mean, to me, they're doing different characters and the special effects that they have. That has to take time, and maybe a professional person, or maybe they get have a consult with someone. I mean, me personally, Michael, if I were to go into the video world to do very professional video, I would have to call you and ask you for a consultation, because I don't know the first thing.
See, that's part of my marketing purpose, is to say this is what it takes to do a great video with all the bells and whistles, and that may be, you may say, wow, that's really a lot. Mike, why don't I just have you do what I need done? And so that leads to some additional business for me. So that's, one of the marketing purposes of writing a book, is to create, the authority figure in video is Mike, and, I can help you take your video marketing to the next level. However, if you still want to do it yourself, the book has enough teaching to it that it can start you down that process of learning more and more and more about the video process. And, like anything else, it takes time and effort to, learn anything really, but especially a skill like video production, video editing, just knowing how to do all that using the software takes time. It's not something you can just put in front of yourself and say, voila, I got a magically produced video. But in the meantime, if you're still doing stuff with your phone, you can make those better, and you could be learning on the side, to create better videos. And when you're ready, you can start adding the bells and whistles yourself, the graphics and the music and all those things that spice up a video. And to be honest, some of that, as you get into the early stages of learning, you can do pretty quickly. You'll start using the software and you say, wow, this is not as difficult as I envisioned it to be. That I could quickly, talk here and put it in a timeline and add a little bit of music and graphics. And look at that video. It's so much better.
Yes. And you know what the saying is? Sometimes you have to spend money to make money.
Oh, yeah.
So, to invest in, buying a book, your book, to give them the ideas, the suggestions, the know-how, but then also to know that there's Michael Connell that you can contact for consultation or even to do a video if you live in this area. But,
right.
To consult with you. Hey, Michael, I would like to have a consult about, I'm doing this video, about such and such a topic.
And what's even better is I'm working on a course, an online course based on the book. They could actually click on, a course and go step by step through seeing what we're talking about as well, reinforcing that learning with even more with video and with sound. And, so step by step they can also learn the process, of creating better videos by taking a course, which is very popular now. People are doing online e-learning, so I'm jumping in the fray. I'd say, why not?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Michael, I have to ask you this. It's the personal question. You're so great at what you do. Did you ever think about being in Hollywood or filming commercials, be one of those camera guys?
Well, it's funny. This is, in the early part of the book, this is part of my story. When I was a young kid, I started shooting films. I bought myself a movie camera when I was 10 years old and started shooting video, films, Super 8mm films with my brothers and sisters and friends. And, we did a lot of goofy stuff, disappearing acts and all kinds of different things. And then I started shooting sports. As I got a little older, I'd take my camera to Celtics games, and my cousin was a pitcher in baseball. I'd take it, film him pitching and all those kind of things. And I decided, what? I love doing this. This is what I want to do. I want to be Steven Spielberg. And, I went to Emerson College in Boston, and that was my idea, was that I was going to be, a film producer in Hollywood and make great films. But, when I graduated from college, the pressure was on, get a job, you're going to pay those college loans off now. And my first job was in corporate television, which I didn't even know existed. And my career path took a sharp turn to doing corporate videos, marketing videos, training videos, those kinds of things. So, and I loved it. And the job was awesome. I traveled. I went all over the world and all over the U.S. shooting, videos for this insurance company. And then in 1988, after 8 years of working for them, I got laid off, and I bought all their equipment and started my own business. So my career went from being the Hollywood guy to being the local producer. And, I produce commercials, but they're really online commercials, people that are, using video to market their business. The quality of the stuff these days is so good you actually could put it on TV, but it's the cost of placing ads on TV that is prohibitive to most small business people. To pay for airtime on TV is pretty expensive. But, on the Internet, if you want to just do it in your social media, it's free. You can do paid ads if you like, but, So that's
Wow.
where my career went, and I went from being, Steven Spielberg to Mike the video marketing guy. So, and I'm happy. I've enjoyed the journey.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Michael Connell, for coming on. I would love for you to give your information, how people can, where they can purchase your book and contact you for
Sure.
online course, consultation, whatever you have.
Okay, well, the book is available on Amazon, Amazon.com, and, just go on their book section and do a search on the book on powerful video marketing, and you'll find it. And, if you would like a autographed copy of the book, the book on Amazon is $20, but if you'd like to contact me personally at michael@kcvisualsunlimited.com, that's the letter K, the letter C, the word visuals, VISUALS, unlimited.com. For the same $20, I'll send you a signed autographed book. That'll include the shipping and handling and everything. So if people would like that, I'd be happy to do that as well.
Oh, that's great. And would they also contact you at kcvisualsunlimited.com for your online course or for consultation?
Yes, they can. Yep. The course isn't ready. I'm in the midst of producing it right now. But the book, they can contact me through my email address. My phone number is 978-935-0373. Call me anytime. If you'd like to talk about video and what you're doing, I'd be happy to talk. And then, my website is also kcvisualsunlimited.com. So
that is awesome, Michael Connell. Thank you so much for coming on. Folks, I would definitely buy the book, especially if you have a business, especially if you want to improve your videos, and definitely about the course. That's such a brilliant idea, Michael. That's to do that. I think that's just amazing.
Well, it's proof that they can teach an old dog new tricks. learning the online way. Online education is a multi-billion-dollar business. People more and more are turning to online learning rather than going to college. They'd rather learn skills that they can use in the online real world, and so that's just growing exponentially. So I figured, why not, delve into it, and as I get older, create some residual income, hopefully, from it.
Yes. Well, I wish you the best. Best wishes on your book and online course and everything that you do. Folks, I have to tell you, Michael Connell is a very nice guy. He's so nice to talk to, and I think it would be wonderful, really, if you're interested in marketing, video marketing, and having a better income, bringing more customers, clients to you. I would definitely consult with Michael Connell. If I had a business, I would.
Thank you so much, Betsy. That's coming from a nice person. That is Betsy Sloan. I met you a couple of years ago, and we're connected now on LinkedIn and Facebook. You are truly a great person as well.
Oh, thank you very much, folks. The name of the book is called "The Book on Powerful Video Marketing: Crushing It with Promos That Convert." That, and I love the title of that because I was in sales retail for a little bit, and it was like you have to convert and make a sale, right? And
that's the idea.
Getting that hook in. Yes, and getting that hook in. And you know what, folks? I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Sometimes you have to spend money to make money. And
right, and don't be shy about asking. Don't be shy about asking for the sale.
Right.
That's the way the world goes round.
Yes, you have to ask for the sale. Close it out with the sale. Thank you so much, Michael Connell, for coming on, and best wishes with everything. Like I said before, you're just a wonderful guy. And by the way, I have to say this: Michael Connell has helped Sheila Wilson, who's the host of Passion World Talk Radio. You filmed the nurses' strike that they were covering, and you've done wonderful work in helping people
I enjoy working
get
with
their
the
message.
nurses.
Yes,
the nurses
your
are
message out
God's
there.
angels here on earth, and they deserve our help when we can give it to them. So.
Yes, so thank you for bringing awareness to that. I actually did watch that, and I enjoyed that show that
Sheila's doing good work. It's it's a tough audience out there. She's looking for help in stopping violence in the workplace, which is unacceptable. But most people, if it's not affecting them, don't know or care. But she's done a great job in bringing it to the public light and getting the legislature to take some action and so forth. So Sheila does wonderful things in her organization there with the Stop the Violence.
Yes, Stop Healthcare Violence, and a host on Passion World Talk Radio. Well, I want to thank you again, Michael Connell, for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Please share this show. Maybe you know someone who needs advice, who needs this book to help them have a better business, to bring more clients to their business. Or maybe you want to go on YouTube and you want to have a professional-looking video so people will be interested in watching. I would contact Michael. And I just want to thank, you're welcome, Michael Connell. I want to thank everyone for, again, listening and sharing the show. This is the 3rd year anniversary this month of Chatting with Betsy. So I want to thank everyone. Thank Jeannie White for producing the show, writing the blog. Please read the blog because information about Michael Connell and his book will be in the blog. And I want to thank Jeannie again for discovering me. And I want to thank Lillian Caldwell, who's CEO of Passion World Talk Radio, makes this all possible, got me out of my comfort zone, 2 wonderful women, and I'm so grateful and blessed to be a part of Passion World Talk Radio. And I highly recommend subscribing to Chatting with Betsy. It is free. I'm on Apple, Megaphone, iHeart, just to name a few. And I have phenomenal guests. And I think so. To my own horn, my guests are phenomenal. And I learned from them. I learned from them. I just learned from Michael today. I learned from you. From every guest that has come on the show. I don't even know how many interviews I've done. It's got to be over 300 at least in 3 years. Thank you. And I'm just, the basis of my show, why I do Chatting with Betsy, is to help people know that they are not alone and to provide resources to help them live a better life and to honor my husband, Matt's memory. That's why I do Chatting with Betsy. And I just thank everyone, again, for your support, listening. Tell your friends about my show to help them. I want to help as many people as possible. And I want my show to get out there. So thank you. Thank you, Michael. And as I always say at the end of my show, you're welcome, Michael. I always say at the end of my show, in a world where you could be anything, to please be kind and shine your light bright because the world needs it. This is Betsy Wurzel, your host of Chatting with Betsy on Passionate World Talk Radio. Bye-bye now.